Hey Florida drivers! Welcome to the 2024 DMV Florida Written Practice Test. We've got the questions and answers to help you ace your DMV exam. Ready to get started? Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and let's hit the road to success.
Question 1. In Florida, the speed limit in business or residential areas is how many miles per hour except where otherwise posted? A. 40 miles per hour. B. 35 miles per hour. C. 30 miles per hour. The answer is C. In Florida, the speed limit in business or residential areas is 30 miles per hour except where otherwise posted. The speed limit on rural roads is 55 miles per hour except where otherwise posted. Question 2. Which of the following statements is false? A. People who throw trash on public streets and highways can be fined at least $100. B. Very slow driving is considered safe and prevents many accidents on the highway. C. If you collide with an unoccupied vehicle, you must immediately notify law enforcement. The answer is B. Slow driving can be considered hazardous, especially if it impedes the flow of traffic or causes unexpected changes in speed, potentially leading to accidents. The other options are true statements about Florida laws. Littering can result in a minimum $100 fine, and colliding with an unoccupied vehicle requires immediate notification to law enforcement. Question 3. Under Florida law, you must dim your headlights to low beam whenever you are within how many feet of an oncoming vehicle? A. 200 feet. B. 350 feet. C. 500 feet. The answer is C. Under Florida law, you must dim your headlights to low beam whenever you are within 500 feet of an oncoming vehicle or within 300 feet of a vehicle you are following. Question 4. Vehicle license plates and registrations must be renewed: A. Every year. B. Every 2 years. C. Either A or B. The answer is C. Vehicle license plates and registrations must be renewed each year or biannually on or before the birthday of the first owner listed on the registration form. Question 5. The Florida seatbelt law exempts all of the following from the seatbelt requirements except A. Buses. B. Passenger cars manufactured after 1968. C. Farm equipment. The answer is B. Florida's seatbelt law applies to passenger cars manufactured since 1968, but exempts certain individuals and vehicles, including those certified by a doctor as unable to wear a seatbelt, newspaper delivery employees, waste collection service employees, buses, farm equipment, pre-2000 school buses, living quarters of RVs, and trucks over 26,000 pounds. Question 6. To avoid striking the vehicle in front of you, maintain at least how many seconds of following distance under normal weather and traffic conditions? A. 6 seconds. B. 4 seconds. C. 2 seconds. The answer is B. In Florida, under normal weather and traffic conditions, drivers are advised to maintain at least a 4-second following distance to avoid striking the vehicle in front of them. This ensures enough time and space for reaction and braking in case of unexpected changes in traffic flow or road conditions. Question 7. If you must park on a roadway, park your vehicle: A. As far away from traffic as possible. B. As close to the center of the road as possible. C. As far away from the curb as possible. The answer is A. Always park in a designated area if possible. If you must park on a roadway, park your vehicle as far away from traffic as possible. If there is a curb, park as close to it as you can. Question number 8. Which of the following statements about headlights is false? A. High beams are used in open country driving where there is no traffic in sight. B. Low beams are used in city driving and driving in traffic. C. High beams are used when traveling behind other vehicles. The answer is C. High beams should not be used when traveling behind other vehicles. It can blind the driver in front of you due to the intensity of the light. Instead, low beams should be used in this situation to avoid blinding the driver ahead. Question number 9. If you are the driver or owner of a vehicle which is in a crash that is your fault, and you are not insured in compliance with the financial responsibility law, A. You will be placed on probation for up to 4 months. B. You must attend a driver financial responsibility course. C. You may be required to pay for the damages before your driving privilege is reinstated. The answer is C. In Florida, if you're the driver or owner of a vehicle involved in a crash that is your fault and you're not insured in compliance with the financial responsibility law, you may be required to pay for the damages before your driving privilege is reinstated. Question 10. If you are under 17 and have a driver's license, you need a driver who is 21 or older with a Class E or higher license to accompany you in operating a vehicle between A. 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. B. 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. C. Midnight and 7 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. The answer is B. In Florida, if you are a licensed driver under the age of 17, you must be accompanied by a driver who is 21 years of age or older and holds a valid Class E or higher driver's license if you want to operate a motor vehicle between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless you are driving to or from work. Question 11. Who gets charged for a seatbelt violation if a passenger under 18 isn't wearing one during a traffic stop in Florida? A. The driver. B. The front seat passenger. C. Neither the driver nor the front seat passenger. The answer is A. In Florida, if a law enforcement officer stops a vehicle for a traffic violation and finds a front seat passenger 17 years of age or younger not wearing a seatbelt violation will be charged to the driver. Question 12. If a law enforcement officer suspects your vehicle is not properly maintained or does not comply with Florida motor vehicle equipment standards, the officer A. may stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. B. is not allowed to inspect your vehicle. C. must give you 10 days' notice before inspecting your vehicle. The answer is A. In Florida, if a law enforcement officer suspects your vehicle is not properly maintained or does not comply with Florida motor vehicle equipment standards, the officer may stop your vehicle at any time for a vehicle inspection. Question 13. What should you do if you are one of the first persons to come upon the scene of a collision? A. Notify the local police and get medical help for the injured. B. Move your vehicle off the traveled portion of the roadway. C. Do all of the above. The answer is C. If you are one of the first persons to come upon the scene of a collision, the first thing you should do is pull your vehicle off the road. Do not move injured persons unless there is a danger of fire. Notify emergency officials and do not stand in traffic lanes. Ask others who have stopped to warn approaching traffic. Question 14. In Florida, if an emergency vehicle using a siren or flashing lights approaches you while you are driving in a roundabout, you must A. Pull over to the right in the roundabout. B. Continue to the next exit and then pull over. C. Stop in the roundabout. The answer is B. In Florida, if you are approached by an emergency vehicle using a siren or flashing lights while you are driving in a roundabout, continue to the closest exit, then pull over and allow the emergency vehicle to pass. Question 15. If a pedestrian carrying a white cane, possibly with a red tip, or using a guide dog is crossing the street, you must A. Come to a complete stop. B. Increase your speed and pass the pedestrian quickly. C. Beep your horn to let the pedestrian know you're there. The answer is A. Under Florida law, if a pedestrian carrying a white cane or using a guide dog is about to cross the roadway in front of you, you must come to a complete stop and yield the right of way to the pedestrian. Don't sound your horn because it might startle the pedestrian or the guide dog.
We really hope you enjoyed our 2024 Florida practice test. If you did, don't forget to show some love by smashing that like button. If you're on the hunt for more awesome practice tests, check out our other videos. Don't miss out on our newest tests and updates. Hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Your journey to ace your test starts right here with us.